there are some games, even players, they might have to take 7-hour flights to go to the next stadium where they're going to be playing. Because imagine mmemaliza group games in, let's say, Miami. And then now your games in the second round ziko Seattle.
Canada.
Yeah. Wacha Canada. Canada ni karibu. Canada is very close, by the way. The next game iko Seattle. Flight from Miami to Seattle is close to 7 hours. It's like 6.5, 7 hours. Qatar presented that interesting phenomena of you're just in the same city. So it was a very fun World Cup to attend, and it was also a very pocket-friendly World Cup to attend because you're not moving between different cities. Unaenda unalala unaamka, the following day the games are still in the same city. So that was a very interesting. Na kuna basi za sare. Mika, quick question. What is your plan for the World Cup? Na ukisalimia pia wasikilizaji because leo mmeingia.
Mika will have a press pass.
Leo mmefungwa tu get.
Mnajua Mika ama mnamsikiaga?
What is the plan? Because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, especially for people who are soccer fanatics. This is it's never coming to the US in our lifetime.
My plan is I'm going to attend a game in Seattle because my younger brother lives in Seattle, and his house, actually his apartment, faces straight into
the
stadium. So, like literally he can watch a game. But then we are going to go. We are going to get tickets for the game. Hiyo tu ni ile after zile games zenye tutataka kuona za maana tutakuwa tunaona kutoka kwa nyumba. But then another plan that I have is I have to go watch a game in Mexico.
Yes, Monterrey.
Yeah. My plan is to go watch a game in Mexico.
Why not Canada?
Canada is a dull. They're like Americans when it comes to cheering sports and games. But then it depends on also where which teams are going to be put where.
Correct.
So, for example, depending on our African teams, if Kenya comes, I'll definitely try to go to as many Kenyan games as I can. If not, if Cameroon makes it, I'll go to Cameroon games. That Cameroon or Nigeria games. Those are the two African teams that I know. Also Morocco, they play a very good. So basically, I'll try to attend as much African games as I can. So my teams are Kenya, number 1, Italy, and any African team. Any African game I can get tickets to.
So how do you get the tickets? I guess that's where we are coming to.
So how you get the tickets? The FIFA tickets, how you get the tickets. There are so many ways, from sponsors, but how do you get tickets? People who don't know that is when once the teams are qualified, they're going to FIFA usually releases a raffle, as Omosha said. You go and register. So when you register by your passport, so they know which team you're supporting. You choose a team and then you try to raffle for the tickets for that team. And also being in America, American fans, I'm gonna have I think they're gonna be given a way on how to. Yeah, they're gonna they're just going to be tickets that are going to be allocated to American fans, because what they want is the tournament never wants to have empty stadiums in where they're hosting the game. So local teams, like teams are usually given host cities, and then that host city adopts you as your local fans. So that is where local fans tend to get easy access to ticket. And so there's that registration through FIFA. If you want to get cheap tickets, as Omosha said, go register through FIFA.
Okay.
Once you register through FIFA, you can be able to get into a raffle to get the tickets for free. If not, we know America is a country of resales. So ticket must utapata ticket unaweza pata na bei mbaya sana. But as Alia said, just the games are good. But FIFA does allow fun festivals, fun villages.
Yes.
And those fun villages are fun. Those are where the party is. That is where the games are. So hizo pia ukifika hautakuwa umemiss sana.
Okay. So this is going to be an interesting World Cup, very opposite from what we saw in Qatar, where you could go. I think Qatar was the first World Cup where you could go watch 2 games on the same day, because it wasn't in different cities, which was very, very unusual for a World Cup, because a World Cup typically is hosted by a country. One game is in one city, another game is in a different city, so it was difficult. But Qatar presented that interesting phenomena of you're just in the same city. So it was a very fun World Cup to attend, and it was also a very pocket friendly World Cup to attend, because you're not moving between different cities. Unaenda unalala unaamka, the following day the games are still in the same city. So that was a very interesting. Na kuna basi za sare, which Kenyans Kenyan employees were directing, which is a good thing. Now the one here in the US is going to be the total opposite. There are some games, even players, they might have to take 7-hour flights to go to the next stadium where they're going to be playing, because imagine mmemaliza group games in, let's say, Miami, and then now your games in the second round ziko Seattle,
Canada.
Yeah, wacha Canada ni karibu. Canada is very close, by the way. The next game iko Seattle. Flight from Miami to Seattle is close to 7 hours. It's like 6.5, 7 hours. So that's...
Lakini Omosh is right if it's in Vancouver.
No, lakini hapana, but do Vancouver have rights to host? Nilikuwa nafikiria ni peke yake.
I thought there were 2 cities.
There are 2 cities. Ebu check tena. I think it's only Toronto. I don't think Vancouver is in the mix. Because Seattle is also getting games, so I don't think Vancouver is in the mix.
You know the disadvantage of this World Cup?
Yeah.
It's going to be the weather.
Joto.
The Joto, yeah. The Joto is going to cause a lot of injuries, a lot of fatigue. Players will be getting tired early. It's not going to be as exciting as the Qatar.
Qatar pia kulikuwa na joto.
Qatar hakuwa na joto. Qatar ilikuwa winter.
That time it was
it was a cool time. Yeah, okay.
It was a cool time, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And the ways the past few summers here have been brutal. So I think that might become an issue. Hapa Washeke was saying I need a sponsor to attend. Hizo bei za World Cup are not for the faint of heart.
And then, see me after the show.
And then, like Washeke was saying, I was also looking for accommodation. And then the other interesting place where games will be Dallas, because tuko na mafans wengi sana Dallas. So at least tuko Dallas, tuko sorted.
When Dallas? How far is Washeke from Dallas?
Texas is a big state. I never make assumptions.
No, sasa CA anatafuta accommodation na yuko already on the ground.
No.
Nani amekwambia nataka kwenda game za Dallas?
Oh, pole.
No, but still San Antonio is not next door to Dallas. Watu wa Dallas hebu tuambieni how far is San Antonio from Dallas? Dallas is a big state.
Hawezi commute.
Anaweza kuwa anatoka pande alikuwa last week alikuwa wapi?
Hawezi commute atujui.
No, she was at last week alituambia alikuwa pale. What was it? Sijui she was in some Eastern European city.
Kiev. Yeah. But unaona sasa hapa Slayer anasema I believe Arlington. I think that's where...
No, Dallas itakuwa kwa stadium ya Cowboys.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni Arlington, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa. Yeah. So unaona Washeke anasema it's 5 hours. So it's like from here to New York.
Oh, so si ashikilie tu na mtu wako drive and then they go.
Now 5 hours mnaweza enda na kurudi. Hiyo ni game ya kwenda na kurudi, but most of the time people will want accommodation because
correct.
You can't just go for the game.
There's other things that come along.
So there's going to be a bash. There's going to be a bash where that game.
Okay, since we're in this World Cup topic, we might as well just cover it before we rudi.
Absolutely, yeah.
Go for it.
Talk to us, Mika.
So these are the things about the World. The good thing about the World Cup, as I just said, it's going to be a huge tournament, more games that FIFA allowed to come into play. And for the first time, we might be able to have more teams that have never come up to the World Cup before coming in. Now, it's something nice. It's something good. It's amazing. More teams, more growth by FIFA, a huge tournament. But then on the disadvantage is the host country. With Trump's immigration policy,
where
there are fears that there are some teams which might not have supporters allowed to come in. Delay in visa processing might delay supporters coming in to watch the game. So people don't know if they're going to issue a special visa category for World Cup, where if you apply, you go for an interview immediately, get a special visa that you come in and you can go out to beat. So the thing is that kuna hiyo quagmire ilikuja in terms of visas on how some teams are going to be. Let's say, for example, if Iran qualifies for the World Cup,
Oof. That will be amazing.
will they be playing without any fans?
Huh?
If Russia qualifies for the World Cup, if some of those countries in that visa ban list qualify for the World Cups, how are we going to see that?
I think Russia are now friends. I think those are friends.
No, Putin is a friend. See, they know the country.
Oh, Putin.
Putin, Putin the best.
Was it Russia? Was Russia on
Russia
a ban?
Russia
still is on
the
or not the visa ban, the ban for games, or
FIFA.
maybe I'm mixing.
No, Russia bado I think walitoka kwa ban ya FIFA.
Okay.
Have they? I think so, because
they might be on the ban for IOC. They might be on the IOC
maybe
ban.
I'm mixing.
Still.
I think it's
Yeah.
IOC.
They are still on the IOC ban.
So those are some of the things that might put a spell on this World Cup. Another thing is, as Sheka said, accommodation, because hotels are going to be pretty expensive.
Extremely expensive.
I don't see any cities increasing infrastructure to accommodate the World Cup in any way. So we are going to be competing between the regular thousands of US travelers plus an influx of foreign fans who want to move from city to city.
Oof.
Correct.